Welcome back, guys, to another Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition video here on my channel. And today we're gonna see another ranked matchup. And I have to say a big thank you and a big shout out to UnVACcinated for sending me this replay here, where he is playing against Galvanized Aluminum. And yeah, we have an interesting matchup. We do see the Incas go against the Portuguese. And yeah, UnVACcinated is currently on rank 287. His opponent was a little bit better positioned on the ladder the last time I checked, but today I couldn't find his ranking, unfortunately. Maybe he has already changed his name again. So maybe if you know it or if you know him, just type in the right name of him so we can check his ranking. And yeah, we are playing on the map Mongolia, where we have 4 trading posts here on the north. And we already do see that UnVACcinated is going for the first one, or better say, going for the Tambu. And yeah, we also do have 4 native settlements, so we do have 2 Sufi mosque as well as 2 Shaolin temple over here. And then we just saw that Galvanized Aluminum started off with some villagers chopping wood to get in total 250 wood. So he started off with the market, got his hunting dogs, and now he's building up a house and is now just going fully on food to get his age up in. And then his opponent, UnVACcinated, here started off with the Tambu, and then he chopped also for some more wood to build up his Kancha house, the first Kancha house, and those cost 180 wood, so he had to chop it. And yeah, now he's also fully on food at the moment, trying to get his age ups as soon as possible. And then yeah, we do see the Portuguese player now going for a treasure, 80 coin treasure, but the Mongol scout is already close and scouts it. And we see the explorer from UnVACcinated coming in to trying to steal this treasure. And oh my god, look at his name. He's called Unshaven and Smells Like Cheese. Yes, UnVACcinated, you're killing me, really. And then we have Gonzalo Fernandez on the other side, the Portuguese explorer, and he's able to save this treasure for himself. And he's probably trying to run away, and UnVACcinated is trying to slow him down. And he does have also his Mongol scout, and I think he tries to run into the way of this explorer. So exactly that he has to stop, and the explorer from Inca can get a snare on him. But I think it won't be enough to kill him. It's gonna be in base very soon, so he's probably going to survive this. Then we see the Mongol scout managed to get a yak in here, and he already has 3 yaks in his base that he's collecting food from, so he's not waiting them to get fat. He's just killed them to get the fast food in and get to the next age. And here, Mr. Smells Like Cheese is getting now a 40 wood treasure for himself. And switch over to UnVACcinated. So he's currently on 500 food, but now he's also killing some yaks because he wants to get up his age up faster. And let's switch over back to Galvanized Aluminum, and he is now going up, and he's going up with the Quartermaster age up. And now he's also researching the Placer Mines upgrade. Then on the other side, UnVACcinated now also reaching the 800 resources, and he is going up with the Wise Woman upgrade. And let's check out his deck. So his deck is called Quadruple A, so he's going for 3 villagers, and then in the second age we do see 5 villagers, 600 wood, 700 coin, then the 6 Chimu runners, then we do see 3 upgrade cards, as well as here the Chincha Brewing card, so the auto-gather work rate for the resources is increased by 60%, so very economic card. And then we also do see the monumental architecture card, so his buildings gain plus 45 hit points, and the town center gets plus 35 damage. And then in the third age we do see 8 villagers. Let's check out what's going on here. He's just getting a treasure, and then he's also getting the 1000 wood shipment. And we do see the 2 town center travois and the 5 priestesses. And then we see a lot of throwing units. So we do have the Huaracas cards as well as the Bowler of Warriors. And then we also do see the Machu Picchu card, which delivers 1 stronghold travois. And yeah, same stuff in H4. Let's check out the deck from UnVACcinated. So he already has 2 shipments ready. He's not, he didn't send in any of his shipments, so he skipped those 2. He will probably just send in 2 shipments when he's reaching the second age. So he does have the 700 food card, then the 600 coin and wood, 700 wood and coin as well. And then we do see the 8 crossbowmen, 6 musketeers. And then we also see the gunpowder infantry attack improvement card. So his cazadores and musketeers gets plus 15% damage. Then we also do see the advanced arsenal and the spice trade. And then in third age, more resources, the 8 cazadores, then team gunpowder infantry hit points, and then also the Mamluks here. And we also see this card here in H4, the gunpowder infantry combat card for his musketeers and cazadores in H4. Now we see a little clash here, but the covered wagon from Galvanized Aluminum survived to until here to place down the town center, and those 2 units won't be able to burn it down, so it's safe. And yeah, the Portuguese player is now sending in first shipment 700 wood, and then on the other side UnVACcinated is now sending in the 700 coin card, and he's following it up with the monumental architecture card, so he wants to increase his HP for his buildings. Those 2 units are still burning down this town center. And now Gonzalo Fernandez, or Fernandes probably, is shooting down Mr. Unshaved, and yeah, is keeping him off burning down this town center. Yes, and then next shipment also coming in, the 5 villagers. I think he cancelled the monumental architecture card, and he switched over to the 5 villagers card. Here we have a lonely Mongol scout just doing some damage to this Kancha house over here. On the other side, Galvanized Aluminum built a stable, and he's now queuing up hussars, and now also a church went up, so he's getting in the 0.7 XP trickle rate. And then we have 1 Chusky behind his base, just checking out what the player has here. So both players pretty much scouted the whole map, and now we see that Galvanized Aluminum is also trying to get his first trading post up, but units of UnVACcinated just scouted him, and they are attacking him, and I don't know if he will make it. I think he's going down before he can finish the trading post. It looks close. And yeah, 1 HP before it gets up. Very unfortunate for Galvanized Aluminum, or we could also say very well timed by UnVACcinated. But let's jump over here to the base. So we see a batch of 5 hussars roaming around here, the town center. More hussars in queue, and of course now he has 2 town centers, so he's pumping out villagers of both of them. And he also sent in the spice trade, so scatter work for animals is plus 20%. So good card here to get an economy boost in. And now we see those 5 hussars going in, checking out the base of UnVACcinated, but so far they don't decide to go all in. I mean, of course, these priestesses who have 360 HP, so not the easiest target to get down. Now we see somehow Galvanized Aluminum managed to finish this trading post. And UnVACcinated now trying to build a cancha house, but just destroyed it here. And yeah, UnVACcinated a bit under pressure here. He has to recall all of his units back to safety in his town center. Now we see the next shipment for the Portuguese player. Now he's sending in his first age shipment, the town militia card. And UnVACcinated now switched all of his units to wood here. And he's building up this cancha house. Yeah, there was a bit of a waste here when he placed this one down. The cancha house over here, so 180 wood just, yeah, just thrown out of the window. But let's see how's he progressing. Next shipment coming in for the Portuguese player is going with the 600 wood card. And he's also transitioning to H3 and he's going up with the Exiled Prince. And here we see Galvanized Aluminum. I think he lost all of his, or I think he lost the other 2 hussars as well to this, to Mr. Smells Like Cheese. Yeah, don't forget, this guy has a pike, so he's strong against cavalry, so he does have 18 base damage multiplied by 2. So he's dealing very good with these hussars, and Galvanized Aluminum really didn't realize that he's losing his hussars over there. But yeah, he does have a very, very nice weapon here. And yeah, UnVACcinated also went up with to H3. I think I just missed his age up. But now we already see his fort going up here. In a very forward position right before the base of, in front of the base of Galvanized Aluminum. And we will probably see some bolas very soon. Next shipment for UnVACcinated is the 2 town centers. Here we see the fort is already applying damage to this villager who is gathering from his musk deer. Now we see also UnVACcinated is queuing up some Huaracas. And UnVACcinated currently does have 5 cancha houses. And he's getting 0.6 food per second with each of them. So a nice extra gather rate for food. Then we see another batch of 5 hussars by Galvanized Aluminum. I think they're running around here, not to get some damage from this fort here. And here we see a town center going up, and these hussars are probably going to kill the second town center, Travois. So this is, luckily he could save this one. Here a villager gets killed from UnVACcinated. See Cazadors moving in, getting a kill there. And the plum spearmen trying to chase them down. But galvanized aluminum is kiting very nicely here. More Cazadores in queue, as well as some Hussars. Then on the other side, UnVACcinated now shipping in Huaracas. The 7 Huaracas shipment is coming in a second. And now galvanized aluminum is walking underneath the town center from his opponent, but UnVACcinated was quick enough to save his villagers here. And one Hussar goes down on galvanized aluminum side. And we see the Inca player also queuing up more lead Huaracas in his forward base here. I am wondering where the second town center travois is from the Inca player. Probably got killed because I can't see it. And now UnVACcinated is also going for a marketplace. And here we see a big batch of Cazadores moving in from the north side of the base. Trying to get a kill here. And one priestess goes down. And Galvanized is now right-clicking the town center, but don't forget, this town center has some extra HP because of the one shipment that he sent in. So it was the Monumental Architecture card. But here we see UnVACcinated throwing some bombs here onto this town center with his Huaracas. Now putting them back into safety until these militiamen get low on HP. Also, before this, doing some good damage, letting these militiamen fly. And the Inca player is now pumping out more of them, so he does have 17 Huaracas. And the town center is probably going down, but he has to pay attention. The Cazadores come close and they get some snare, or they get some hits on the Huaracas, so he already lost 4 of them. But the Inca player is really trying to focus down the town center first, but he has to pay attention. The Hussars come in. He lost a few more of his Huaracas, so probably should try to be more careful with his units. I think he's trying too hard to get this town center down, but finally he's getting it down. And that's really where the action is going. So the Huaracas are burning down these buildings, but at the same time Galvanized Aluminum is going for a push by himself. So counter push here. Church went down. And UnVACcinated is paying attention. Also in his base, doing a good job rescuing his villagers and priestesses. But yeah, UnVACcinated is definitely in the favorite position because his Huaracas do more damage than Galvanized. But Galvanized now just called 2 militiamen, or twice militiamen buttons. So UnVACcinated was forced to go back to his fortress. Same time, UnVACcinated just lost a few villagers there. I don't know what he was trying to do there. UnVACcinated still is able to maintain a good, quite big of an army here. 21 elite Huaracas. But he has to pay attention. He is, or his town center is getting lower. But I mean, still, it's now on the HP level that a normal town center would have. And now we see the Mamelukes coming in. And UnVACcinated really should try to save his units here. They're doing very good damage here onto these Huaracas. The second one went down here. Next shipment for UnVACcinated is the 8 bolas. And Galvanized is now sending in a fort. And UnVACcinated send in the bola warriors to his base so they can deal with these units here. Don't forget the bola warriors do have a 2x multiplier against heavy cavalry. So very strong anti-cav unit. And now UnVACcinated is trying to deny this fort, but the very HP, the very strong HP units here, the Mamelukes, avoiding that. So slowly the fort is going up. So a little bit of back and forth. The fort now on 1000 HP, but UnVACcinated, I think, lost a unit there. But he's doing a good job here, going back to safety and then pumping them out again. But for now, UnVACcinated is letting his bola warriors do the job against the cavalry and keeping the Huaracas in safety. And UnVACcinated is getting some good snipe shots here on these cavalry units. But yeah, the fort went up and is on half HP. And now cavalry is coming back in. So a little bit of a annoying game moment here. Next shipment for the Portuguese player. 5 dragoons. Switch over to UnVACcinated. So neither of the player is aiming to go for the next age so far. So really seeing a big battle here in the middle. Now we see some organ guns here. Definitely, they can definitely be annoying here. We just saw 3 units go down. So he's going, putting them in the distance mode here. But now also cavalry units are able to connect, going backwards again. But UnVACcinated is getting low on units at this point. I forgot the Huaracas. He had stacked them in the fort. And he's trying to get some more damage onto this fort. But the cavalry units do come close. I think he's not holding on. He's getting them back to safety. And the fort just only has 770 HP. Probably has to send them out again. Real quick, real quick. And it looks like the fort will go down now, finally, for UnVACcinated. But he's going back again, so the fort survives a little longer. Now has 123 HP. And now the next shipment is coming in for the Portuguese player. A next economic focused card, the refrigeration card. Sorry for my English. So the work rate for mills, 100 animals, etc. is increased by 20%. And we see that But Galvanized is trying to get his fort up. And we see the 5 organ guns doing great damage here. It's at least 6 units, at least 6 Huaracas units just went down. And I think UnVACcinated just lost a chance of burning down this fort here. The villagers of Galvanized going northway, probably to this coin mine here, or silver mine. More organ guns coming in. And yeah, these organ guns really deal great against these Huaracas here. And don't forget, UnVACcinated still has 2 Mameluke units, so they can still tank. One just went down there. And we see a few petards now trying to box down villagers. Yeah, what are you doing here? And yeah, we see the fort is already on half HP again. And it looks very difficult here for UnVACcinated to hold the spot, because all of his infantry units are some easy targets for these very strong organ guns here. And yeah, the Inca player now even has to be afraid that his fort is going down here. Here we see the petards now coming in from the back. Probably to make sure that the fort is going down. But we see the plum spearmen go against the petards, and I think also UnVACcinated positioned these villagers in front of the petards, so his Chimo runners and plum spearmen are able to connect onto the petards. But the petards are now close to the town center and they are blowing themselves up. And the town center is now on half HP. And the organ guns trying to do the rest. And yeah, also the plum spearmen are in a difficult spot here, because the organ guns are doing damage here, constantly providing it. He managed, or the Inca player managed to get 2 down, but still 2 organ guns are still alive. And now he's focusing down the town center here. And yeah, UnVACcinated is just buying himself time. He is now building up another Kalanka, so he can produce more Huaracas. But also UnVACcinated has to pay attention onto these villagers over here. And now the villagers out of the town center get attacked, and he is yeah, losing 1 villager here, sacrificing it. Next shipment for the Portuguese player, the Gunpowder Infantry Attack card. And UnVACcinated is now trying to pump out some more Huaracas. But so far UnVACcinated couldn't find a good answer for these organ guns. Because yeah, as you see, these organ guns just go straight through these Huaracas. And then also a villager gets killed here. Next one. UnVACcinated is not trying to save them here. We see a war hut here in the base, on the backside of the base. Now some Chimo runners will come out, but It looks like UnVACcinated lost all of his momentum here, and he's not able to get a strong amount of units back up, but probably he has to produce more units and save them in the backline, and when he has enough units to really defend his town to go in, but like this, he's not able to. And now he's typing in, not sure where I messed up. Yeah, good question probably, huh? GG, he just called GG, and that's the game. Yeah, very interesting game here, and good to see the Portuguese player here going for a strong win, but also UnVACcinated had a good strategy in mind, but I think it was just not very not how should I say, not put down properly, because he was very focused on getting down these buildings, and he lost many units here to fight this fort, which at the end he didn't get got down. And then at the beginning of the game, he had to cancel one kancha house, so 180 wood just thrown out of the window. And now here at the end, I think he just, yeah, also was sacrificing too many units. Probably should have stacked up more units here in the back and then try to save his base with a bigger army. But nonetheless, it was a very great game. And yeah, thank you again, UnVACcinated, for this gameplay. And if you guys want to send me your games, feel free. I have now a Discord page. You can send me your very nice games there, and I will have a look. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next video.